almost 30% people in India are addicted with any kind of addictions. And out of 30%, only 10% people get a chance to overcome from that addiction. And out of 10%, only 5% people get success in here. But the question is not about the data, but about the solution. I will explain you the traditional method to overcome distraction. In second step, I will tell you what is the fault in following the traditional method. And in third, I will explain you the modern way to overcome from distraction. Let's discuss. The traditional method to overcome addiction is using willpower. Willpower is the inner strength which can help you to resist yourself by using any kind of addictive activities. For example, if I'm addicted with smoking, if I'm addicted with drinking, if I'm addicted with playing video games or any kind of adultery actions, I will simply resist myself by using my willpower to stop myself to use the cigarette, to touch the glass of wine, or to be engaged in any kind of adultery activities. But such method is useful only for those people who have good willpower, who can use willpower to successfully resist themselves by being involved in such activities. But in modern era, very few peoples are present who have that much amount of willpower. Almost 80 to 85% people lack that amount of willpower in modern generation. And here is the fault in this traditional method, because the people who are engaged in that kind of addictive activities but they lack willpower, they are not able to overcome addiction by using traditional method. What is the solution? Now I'm going to explain you the modern way to overcome addiction. But before going on that method, I want to give you one concept, the concept of circle of change. Now, circle of change consists of three circles. First one is the circle of outcome, which is the outermost layer of the circle. Second one is circle of process, which is the middle one. And third one is circle of identity. Let me explain you. Suppose you are a teacher. It's your identity that you are a teacher. Being a teacher, what you will perform, what you will do, you will teach the students. Means being a teacher is your identity and teaching is your process. And what is the outcome? Your students get knowledge. If you are an employee, for example, if you are an owner of a company, so being owner of a company, being CEO of a company is your identity. Being an owner, what you will do? You will manage your employees. Means it's the process. And what will be the outcome? You will generate money, you will get benefits, you will get revenue, which is the outcome. Your identity controls your process, and your process defines your outcomes. The same thing is applied in our life also. When we go to overcome any kind of distraction, what is the fault that we do? We stick with the circle of process. We forget about all other circles. We stick with the circle of process. Let me explain you with an example. Suppose there are two persons, A and B. Both are addicted with the problem of smoking. Both decide on the same day that they will overcome with the problem of addiction of smoking. And what they do? They start doing whatever the things they can do. I, the third person, I offer a cigarette to the first person A. The first person denies it and says, "No thanks, I'm trying to quit it." It is a reasonable answer, and it shows that the person is sincere with their health and his habit. The same cigarette I offer to the person B. Now, listen the answer of the person B. The person B says, "No thanks, I'm not a smoker." Now, what is the difference in the answer of these both persons? The first person is still sticked with the circle of process. It means he is trying to resist himself by using the cigarette or by touching the cigarette. On the other hand, the second person who was also a smoker, who is also trying to overcome with the problem, but he had changed his identity. He simply answered that I am not a smoker. It means the cigarette doesn't belong to him. But on the first situation, the person answered that I am trying to quit it. It means the cigarette belongs to him, but as he is trying to resist it, he is quitting it. But on the second case, the person says that cigarette doesn't belong to me because I am not a smoker. The same thing we have to use in our life also. we have to change our identity regarding any kind of addiction. Suppose you play a lot of video games, you are addicted with it. You have to make your identity that you don't like any kind of video game. If you are a drinker, you drink a lot, you are addicted with this problem. You have to make your identity that you are not a drinker. Once you have made your identity, automatically your process will turn to your identity. For example, if I have made my identity that I am a teacher, so automatically my mindset will work according to it. Automatically the process of circle will work according to it. Means we have to stick with the circle of identity, and by being in the circle of identity, we have to work in the circle of process. And once we have command over these two circles, automatically the circle of outcome will get favorable results. Now I think this is clear to you. If you are addicted with any kind of activity, any kind of habit, change your identity, work according to your identity, means work in the circle of process, and ultimately you will get favorable outcomes. All the circles of change has get fulfilled. If you have any kind of doubt regarding it, you can simply ask it in the comment section. For more example and more detailed explanation, join Samvad Club. Thank you.